All right, we've got a double dose of the world-famous sports panel, and you guys wanted him back, so I brought him back. Our former Edmonton Eskimos. We've got Jet and Randy, the Macho Man Spencer. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right, I was thinking we were talking about something else, but football kept coming up, so you came up lucky in this first one. Let's talk about Vince Young, drafted, 2006, third overall pick in that year. Vince Young, a very talented guy. Rookie of the Year that year. This is Connor McDavid. He's also talented, but his last game was in 2011. Vince Young was now. He's actually, sounds like he's going to sign with Saskatchewan Roughriders. Hasn't played, what is that, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
What can the Roughriders fans expect from Sir Vincent Young?
Well, you know what? When he was in the NFL, the knock on him was that he was a bit lazy and that he had all the tools but no toolbox. But as a starter, I think he was 30-17, which is pretty good. But the knock on him was that he always had a 1,000-yard rusher behind him. So they won games in spite of him, I think. But there's no questioning his talent. I think if he was serious, you know, with the 5-year layoff, that's a big thing to overcome. Like, people don't understand. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know, missing 1 year is a big thing, but to miss 5-6 years, that might be insurmountable. But if he's serious and he's really studying and he puts his time in the playbook, I mean, there's no question he's physically gifted athlete.
So they have Kevin Glenn and Vince Young. You know, two guys are a little bit older. How do you overcome? I don't understand what the goal is here by the Roughriders. They're bringing a guy who hasn't touched a football in 5 years.
And you're putting him into the CFL where the field's bigger, the fields are different.
Throwing league.
You're really actually changing his mindset about how to, you know, attack a football field altogether. So it's interesting, for one. Then you got all the defensive players that know every time a player comes up from the south, we tee off. Right? We don't want to be embarrassed by anybody for any means. So good luck.
Yeah.
Right?
That'll be fun to watch.
What are the players on his team thinking?
Well, he's just another player. That's it. You're on my team. You're with me. That's as simple as it gets.
Well,
you can't sit there and say.
You just dumped a 34-year-old proven starter for a 33-year-old guy that hasn't played in 6 years. He's probably making the same amount of money. So, yeah, I think on the team that might raise a few eyebrows. You know.
What about physically? You know, you mentioned he hadn't played in 5 years. Can he get his body back in shape quick enough? Like, just even take the pounding?
They're natural-born athletes. There's some people you could see that have been retired, not myself, but
yeah.
But there are some of my friends that you look at them and you look at the Giz and you look at them, you think, okay, why are you such a freak of nature?
Okay.
Right? Some people just have it regardless. Don't even step in the gym, look at them, and they just puff up. So.
Yeah, the Giz, he is in great shape. That guy's ridiculous. It's actually, I put an extra sweater on when I'm around him. Let's talk about another quarterback, Tony Romo. Had success with the Cowboys. Maybe not the playoff success that his teammates wanted, but successful. It sounds like he's going to be released tomorrow by the Cowboys. There's quite a few people that want him. I guess, you know, where next? Where does the great Tony Romo land next?
Well, I think he's probably going to take a hard look at Denver. I think that Elway's really intent on getting a proven starter because there's a lot of pressure on him, Elway, as a GM, to produce, as a president of the organization, to produce a winning team. Last year they were, you know, I think they were maybe 500, and they didn't make the playoffs, and that's unacceptable. So I think the pressure's on Denver. I think they've got the inside track. How
much does he have left at his age? I mean, he's getting up there as well. Had a pretty significant injury.
He's laughing because he knows I don't like Tony.
Oh, man.
I'm like, the best place for you is your couch. You look pretty comfortable. The whole season, he looked like he was sitting on his couch.
Yeah, he was.
And he was laughing. He was happy.
Right.
Just continue that at home. No one else needs to be bothered by you. Go home.
Can he contribute still, though?
Oh, yeah, he can. But at what capacity and how much does he, like, is it going to reignite his passion for football starting somewhere else? If it doesn't, then right out the door. Right, you'll see it fast. If he gets really frustrated because he can't handle, you know, stepping back into the full fold, we'll know.
All right. Well, let's take a pause. When we come back, we've still got lots more to get to tonight, including your successful careers and talking about what the Oilers have to do to take that next step to the next level, which is being successful for their team. We'll get into that next, second round of the world famous sports panel.